Hello and welcome back to Tismo Talks, the comic book podcast where I, the aforementioned Tismo, talk your ear off about my special interests. I, of course, am Brady, your host as always, and I hope you guys are having a great night, because technically I'm recording this at 10 p.m. So this is a little different to anything I've done in my entire time on the internet. I have never done one of these before, so this is going to be very interesting. Today, as you see by the title and thumbnail, I am doing a movie commentary of Batman Forever in honor of the late Val Kilmer, who unfortunately passed away recently. That was just awful. That sucked. I hated hearing about that. At first I thought it was an April Fool's joke, and then I very quickly realized that was not the case. So rest in peace, Val Kilmer. This is for you as a tribute. So I am watching this off of Max, so that I can have my computer and the movie going at the same time, and so I can check my waveforms and stuff. And how this works is, I recommend if you are on Max or on your DVD, it should just be it should just load up instantly. I'm gonna give you time to get the thing started, get past the ads. I forgot what they were called for a second. The ads or the HBO feature presentation screen at the beginning of Max. And then I am going to press play. I will tell you, I will do a countdown, and then I will press play, and we can pretty much just watch Batman Forever together. So, if you haven't already, get some popcorn, soda, maybe a cheeseburger. I don't know. Whatever you want to eat or drink during this, totally okay with me. So I'm gonna press play in 3, 2, 1. Oh, that's cool. Now, I haven't seen the actual Batman Forever in a long time. I watched the virtual work print from 1995 Batman that they released a while ago that combines the base movie with a bunch of the deleted scenes. So, yeah, it's been a while since I've seen this. Oh, and rest in peace to Val Kilmer. Tommy Lee Jones, a.k.a. K from Men in Black. Jim Carrey. He's actually, him and, Nicole Kidman. Him and, Nicole Kidman and 45-year-old Chris O'Donnell are some of my favorite parts of this movie. Jim Carrey is just hilarious in this. I'm not just saying this because this is my favorite of the 90s Batman movies. That was the fucking best title card drop we have ever had in a Batman movie. There's the Bat cock shot, apparently. What the hell does all this shit do? I don't think he uses any of this. This suit is badass, though. I like the sonar suit more, but this suit is badass. Not my favorite Batmobile. I do have a Hot Wheels of this, though. I'm not a big Hot Wheels guy, but I only collect the Batman ones, so I have a bunch of the Batmobiles. I'll get drive-through. Oh. Hey, Rene Bourgeois. He narrates the novelization that I found out about because of my friend Ben at Superhero Stuff You Should Know. Oh, dude. I wish they would have used the 89 Batmobile, but this actually looks sick. Elliot Goldenthal. I did really like... Oh, and here's Harvey. I can't... Is that coin CGI? Or was that the real coin? It's a big-ass coin, actually. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. So, I do like the Danny Elfman score. I said this is my favorite Batman movie of the 90s, but I don't prefer the Elliot Goldenthal theme over Danny Elfman's beautiful score for the first Batman. I would love to see like a re-edit of this with all of the Burton music. That would be sick. His hair reminds me of the most recent Lego Two-Face figure. Doodah! Why did he say doodah? I like how his voice is kind of gravelly, like he's like, so let's see what's in store. I wonder if Troy Baker took any inspiration from Tommy Lee Jones's voice when he was doing Arkham City. Hey, beer and pizza, well, not the beer part, but the pizza and a low alcoholic content beverage does sound pretty good. I just ate some spicy chili not too long ago, so if you hear me breathing weirdly, that's why. I don't do spicy food. That's badass. Forgot about that. Damn, she is already thirsty. The word superhero is a commonality, seemingly, in this world. So, who all exists? That's my question. We know that Superman does, because he's mentioned in Batman and Robin, but I would like to see a Joel Schumacher version of, like, The Flash. Bats aren't rodents, Dr. Meridian. I love that line. Do I just call you bats? That's funny. I told Ben Wan that when we were talking about the Batman 3 audio drama on the Patreon. I was like, dude, for some reason, bats aren't rodents. Dr. Meridian is one of my favorite lines from this movie. Oh, Lee and Janice Scott Bachelor. Superhero stuff you should know. Fans will know that name. And Akiva Goldsman, who kind of tanked it with Batman and Robin, but in my opinion had a redemption round in Titans. I am probably one of like two people on planet Earth who enjoy Titans. Like I didn't like it at first, but I watched it a decent chunk of the way through, and I actually quite like Titans. Might cover that on the show. I like how when the door, oh, that was kind of cool. He just appeared. Reminds me of one of the final levels of Arkham City when you're scaling Wonder Tower. But I completely forgot what I was saying. Oh well. Oh well, there's one of the gadgets. And there's another. Okay, so I guess he does use the gadgets, and I just, for some reason, didn't remember that. The infamous bat turn. Okay, I thought he was gonna let the guy fall. I was about to get so pissed off. I was about to be like, really? Come on, man. Oh god, this freaking security guard. This is pretty badass, though. I won't lie. This whole shot is pretty cool. I wonder how they pulled this off. If it was like miniatures or it doesn't look CG. If it is CG, it looks pretty fucking good. It's boiling acid. That's funny. Doesn't ruin the movie for me. It's like the perfect right amount of cheesy. I like the masks on the Two-Face thugs. It also kind of reminds me of Arkham City when you like fight the Two-Face thugs and one of their like one side of their mask is burned. It's pretty cool. No shit, Sherlock. Thanks. So he can't see and he can't hear. He's like a lame daredevil. I am very aware that joke was not funny. Let me know if you guys want me to do a commentary on Batman 89. Maybe I'll get Ben on, like, see if he would want to do that. I'm sure he would, but I'll ask anyway. And it somehow goes perfectly back into place. You'll be alright, young man. Dude, that guy is not really all that young. Oh, that scares the shit out of me just looking at that. I am deathly afraid of heights, so yeah, shit like that scares me. Even in video games, sometimes I get a little freaked out, like when I'm playing Spider Man and I swing too high into the air. Oh, it terrifies me. I will say also that Kilmer has my favorite cowl out of all the Batmen in like their base suits. I really like Kilmer's cowl. Whoa. The amount of cool Batman shots in here already is just awesome. I forgot about that shot. Damn. That's kind of harsh, Harvey. Lady Gotham. At least it's not Lady Arkham. If you played the Telltale games, you know what I'm talking about. That's another one of my favorite Batman adaptations. I love Telltale Batman. I've played the first season of that game like 7, 8 times on PlayStation. Does Harvey ever change his suit? Like, if he showers, does it, like, burn his skin? I would imagine so, since half his face is burned, he, like, can't shower properly. Rip Lady Gotham. At least he's not, like, Spider-Man, and he doesn't have to worry about his own mask suffocating him. Oh, the Lego Batman 2 nostalgia. I get that, that game's Gotham is a mishmash of, oh, that's a cool Wayne Industries building. Like I said, it's been a while since I seen this. I forgot how a lot of this stuff looked. Oh, hey, it's Jon Favreau. But I forgot what I was saying. That's gonna happen a lot. Oh, and here's Alex Ramsey, my co-host on Flashbacks' favorite character, Fred Stickley. It's my name. Edward Nigma? Edward Ligma? This guy should have been locked in Arkham long before he became the Riddler. Guy has some mental problems. I haven't actually read too much of Riddler in the comics. I might have to delve into that. I think next on my reading list, comics-wise, and of course I can talk about this here because A, it's my podcast, B, it's a comic book podcast. Brain waves. Sorry. But I think my next read, comics-wise, is going to be Zero Year because I've heard that's an alright Riddler story. So I'm going to get cracking at 0 Year. I might even talk about it on the podcast, who knows. Stickley has the BTAS Bruce Wayne suit on, kinda, like the brown jacket, yellow shirt combo. A blender with styrofoam inside of it? What the hell is that orange thing in the background? It looks like a bong. Dude, Val Kilmer just screams Bruce Wayne. Like he has Bruce Wayne aura. Better hope the question does not get involved. Because then you're all in trouble. We're supposed to understand. I'll make you understand. I'll try not to make this a quote along. I can't remember who I was talking to about this. Might have been Alex, but it'd be funny if someone just goes into Bruce's office and just sits in his chair and goes, "Hey, Bruce, you have a really nice chair. What the fuck?" And then they get sent into the Batcave, and Bruce is like, "Shit, Alfred, reroute." Damn, the Batmobile's got some freaking hydraulics on it. Wait, are we getting to this scene already? Or was this like the legit signal? Nope, this is the thirst trap. Okay. This is Chase Meridian's thirst trap. He does the hands on his hips hero pose. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I don't even know what a beeper is. I'm guessing it was something that was like pre-cell phones and pre-pagers. And they call that back in the sequel. But, yeah, I don't know what a beeper is. I just made everyone who listens to my show feel old now. Unless you're from my generation. Just grope Batman, why don't you? Whoa, okay, Chase, you're coming on a little too thick right now. Why wasn't she Vicky Vale? Like, she has the Vicky Vale look to her. Is she redhead? She looks kind of, she looks like a redhead or like a ginger. So, I don't know. Maybe she could have played Vicky Vale. I don't know when she started acting, but maybe she could have done it. That like, I'm telling you, the way they frame Batman in this is cool. Reminds me of the clip from, it's either Justice League or it has to be Justice League Unlimited, where he's talking to Green Arrow and he just goes, women. What the hell is going on here? I need to start saying that. Caffeine'll kill ya. Damn, this is moving at like a breakneck pace. I guess it's just because I'm used to listening to Ben's audio dramas and watching that virtual work print cut from 1995 Batman that I just don't remember all this happening this fast. Oh, so that's where Lego Batman the video game gets that from. That effect. It's actually kind of cool that I just realized that. Maybe! God, I love Jim Carrey. Well, as an actor, like in movies, he's so funny. He's such a great actor. Oh, there it is. The iconic catchphrase that even I used in real life. Feeding off your brain. Okay. Okay, Eddie. Hit the gritty on him. Bro looked like he was having the nut of his life. Police probably won't arrest him, Stickley. This is Gotham. The police are probably just gonna look the other way. Damn, this is dark as hell. I remember this part happening, but like, damn, it doesn't excuse the fact that it's dark. It's also the contraption Stickley has on his head. The box reminds me of the the device from Meet the Robinsons, the memory scanner. If you've seen that movie, you know what I'm talking about. Surfs up Big Kahuna. uh Dark and like the most fucked up thing in the movie, but he just made that so funny with his dialogue. Not Billy D. Williams. This is way before The Long Halloween happened, I think. Hold on, when did The Long Halloween come out? Someone's probably yelling at me in the comments right now. Oh no, this was published. Okay, this Long Halloween was published 3 years before this came out. I did not know it was that early. It was like right around the time of the animated series. How was no one suspicious of Enigma at that point? Like, after he said that, I would have freaking been like, that's a little weird, Eddie. Sounds like you did it. But that's also with me knowing what I know about this movie. Oh, the charity circus. That's another reason that this is one of my favorite Batman movies. Um, and I feel like I should state this because, I've only been doing this podcast for 3 episodes now at the time of this releasing. This will be the third episode of the show, but I love the character of Dick Grayson, Robin, mainly when he's Nightwing, but I do appreciate the Robin side of his backstory. And so this being the first live-action Batman movie to do Robin and do an okay job at it. It's not bad, but there could have been things that needed improvement from my memory. But I mean, it's good for the time. But yeah, that's also one of the main reasons I like this movie is because it had that element of Robin in there. And I think it was also the first time I saw Robin's origin story. I'll have to do a full episode at some point of how I actually got into Batman, because I feel like it's an interesting story and probably super unconventional. But if you guys want to see that episode, let me know and I'll make like a Tismo Talks sub-episode on it. What the hell is this machine supposed to be, like a fortune teller? Did that just say goon? Edward Nygma is a gooner confirmed. Heart? I I just read what once was red is black, and I thought heart. That's a sick-ass Wayne Manor, honestly. You can't tell that that's two separate places. Well, you might be able to tell, but it looks seamless to me watching it right now. Because I remember when I watched the commentary track on the special edition of the DVD I have a while back, Joel Schumacher mentioned something about that being two separate shots, and I can't tell. I don't know what car this is. I'm not a car guy, but it looks sick. That security guard looks like the one kid from Community. Oh fuck, what's that character's name? Garrett. He looks like Garrett from Community. See, from a distance, I would not think she's fighting anything in there. I would think something way different's going on in there. Damn! Is this Zur-En-Arrh Batman from the 50s? The Batman of Planet X, where he has, like, Superman strength? Is there Rodon in the air? Oh, a match. Okay, I was way off on that. I am not good at riddles. No shit. Is that a technical term? The ultimate Rizzler, Bruce Wayne. I hate that I just said that. He has a special interest in bats and leather and not leather. Well, sometimes leather, but rubber costumes and crime fighting. That's why Bruce Wayne dedicates his whole life to becoming Batman. Just a fancy dream catcher? That's kind of cool. Whoa! That is not the way you could have done that, Bruce. That was like the worst way possible that you could have done that. Holy shit, that was way too forward. And here we are. The Flying Graysons, Haley Circus. I like to think of it as Haley Circus. I also like to think of this guy as Jack Haley. Bob Kane's wife. This character used to annoy the shit out of me when I would watch this movie as a kid. I'm like, why is she so loud and annoying? And then I got older and, kind of learned more about myself, and then I became very loud and annoying. So I'm indifferent on Gossip Gertie now. Her husband, on the other hand, well, that's a completely different story. Watch Batman and Bill, the documentary, and you'll know why I have a problem with Bob Kane. Fuck Bob Kane. He did not create Batman. Not in the regard that most people think he did. But, again, that's a different story for a different podcast episode. Oh my gosh. I actually had my hair buzz cut similar to what Chris O'Donnell has in this. I'll have to. It wasn't. I don't think it was because of Chris O'Donnell in Batman Forever and Batman and Robin, but I know I had my hair looking like that for a short amount of time, like 4 or 5 years when I was a little kid. Good save. That was actually a good save, Bruce. Good on you. 45-year-old Chris O'Donnell. I stole that joke from Superhero Stuff You Should Know, who stole that joke from Kevin Smith. And bye-bye, Haley. Last we ever see a Jack Haley in the Batman 90s movies. I like these circus suits being the homage to the classic Robin suit, but they also just literally look like the BTAS Robin suit. Like, genuinely, just add the mask, the cape, and the green gloves, and it looks exactly like the BTAS Robin suit. Well, minus the collar. Was that guy holding a gun, or was it a foam finger? I'm pretty sure it was a foam finger, but it looked like a gun for a split second. Uh-oh. That was a cool Two-Face reveal. Same with the beginning of the movie. I didn't say that during the beginning of the movie, but that was a cool Two-Face reveal as well. GNN. Yo, detonator. Quoted radio detonator. It's because my friend and podcast co-host Alex Ramsey, he said at one point to me that his grandma, when she recorded Batman Forever on VHS, it started at radio detonator. Watching this now, it's weird to imagine the movie just starting from that point, because you're missing, like, what, 30, 40 minutes of the movie? Somebody definitely heard that. but for plot convenience, everybody has to ignore it. And I mean, I don't get why they added that in, because it's not important. Like, it doesn't go anywhere. I guess it adds to the fact of, like, he did try to warn Harvey, but I don't know, it just feels kind of weird in the grand scheme. Fly, Robin, fly. I only know about that from the Lego Batman movie. Damn, Bruce. Sick jump. Oh, so it landed on the scarred side. That's not good. Oh, he just like put his hand. I get that it's fake, but still, he just like put his hand right on the cobweb. It's kind of gross. Oh. Oh no. This is not good. I love how they did the drop in the animated series where you see the rope swing forward with John and Mary on the end of it, and then you see the severed acid burned rope just swinging back and forth with nobody on it, or nothing on it, rather. That was an awesome way to do that, and it was more shocking than actually seeing the Graysons fall. Some days you just can't get rid of a bomb. Good ol' Adam West reference. Might do a commentary on that movie as well, actually. Really, I just wanted to do Batman Forever as a tribute to Val Kilmer. But I mean, hey, if you guys want to see other movie, or hear rather, other movie commentaries on this podcast, let me know, and I'll see what I can do. That's just sad. I have personally never, experienced trauma like that. I'm sure most people haven't that listen to this. If you have, God, I feel so sorry for you. But I feel bad for him regardless. This part kind of feels rushed in the like shooting script rewrite when the studio made them cut a bunch of stuff. Let's go get McDonald's, Dick, because we are totally not being uh overseen by McDonald's this entire time. How old was Chris O'Donnell while they were filming Batman Forever? He can't be older than 30, right? And then I'm gonna kill him. Damn, he's kind of a dick in this. I mean, I guess it's in his name. I think it would be funny if Bruce had a bike called the Nightwing, and then, come like Batman 5 or whatever, Dick takes that motorcycle and then adopts the name of the motorcycle. That would have been a cool way to introduce the Nightwing name without Superman. They had motorcycles in 1917? That should have been called the Nightwing. That would have been awesome. But they have a Nightwing reference in this movie, so I guess it still works. That's a sick fee, honestly. Ace. An Ace the Bat Hound reference. Okay, so I just googled Chris O'Donnell was 25 when he was cast in Batman Forever. But he was 20. Wait, this thing says. Okay, never mind. He was apparently 24 during filming. He's 3 years older than me. That's kind of wild. Love that shot. That sort of swinging shot. I love that. Also, speaking of Ace, I had this cool. I feel like I should mention it just for the hell of it. My girlfriend got me this cool sticker for the back of my phone of Ace the Bat Hound. So shout out to my girlfriend for doing that. Tell me, kid, you ever danced with the devil in the pale moonlight? I wish they had that in the background, like distorted. That would have been cool. And the reference to Batman 89. Hey, they do a similar shot in the Arkham Asylum game. That's kind of a cool homage, actually. You should have stood up to him, son. Like a man. Sorry, this is what happens when you have an autistic ADHD combined person that plays way too much of the Arkham games. Actually, what the hell am I saying? There's no such thing as too much of the Arkham games. Oh, the Red Diary. Bruce insists. The boy's parents. He's not a boy. I killed them. I love Michael Gough as Alfred. He was one of the best Alfreds. I think Andy Serkis is pretty kick ass too, but I've just in terms of like, the era of the time, I think Michael Gough is a great Alfred as well. That bed looks like it'd be a pain in the ass to sleep on. I would have to throw like half the freaking pillows off that damn bed. I hate when beds have that many pillows. That was kinda lazy. I like how they do it in like the original scripts and what Ben adapted for Newverse Creatives Batman 3, where he just calls himself Robin, like Robin Hood. Surprised he didn't burn it. I mean, it is an Akiva Goldsman script in part, so wouldn't surprise me if he did burn it, like in Titans. On the nose, Alfred, but still badass nonetheless. Like, dude, this movie is so good. Oh my gosh, I actually forgot how good this movie is just like by itself. You know, I actually forgot until just now that the batsuit had nipples on it. I guess I just got so absorbed in the movie that that wasn't really like a detail that I needed to remember. Joel Schumacher hated that criticism. He said that people who complained about the bat nipples need to get out more. That's not a joke. That's actually on the commentary for Batman Forever. Damn! Reminds me of The Incredibles. Or I guess The Incredibles reminds me of this. Because The Incredibles, oh my god, The Incredibles came out the year I was born. That's crazy. What if Batman just drove like a Volkswagen convertible? Or not a convertible, sorry. I'm trying to pay attention to the movie and talk at the same time. A Volkswagen Beetle? Like a freaking Bumblebee car from the Bumblebee movie? That'd be funny. Like in the original movie serial, if it was just like a freaking VW bug, I'd laugh my ass off. Oh, and here's the original instance of the Batmobile driving on walls. I mean, technically, the first instance of it was in, I believe, the Tom Mankiewicz Batman script when they were trying to get 89 made and they had like 1,200 different drafts of a Batman movie before that. But in terms of what was actually filmed and made, this is the first instance of it on screen. But the actual first instance was the Tom Mankiewicz script, I believe. Oh, and another Adam West reference, I guess. Except they didn't have, like, the fucking Green Hornet pop out of the window and be like, was that Batman? I was gonna say this is weird, like, I haven't done this or played games like this online when I was a kid with, like, Spider-Man and Iron Man. Does he say Clue Master? Captain Kill. It would be funny if he did say Clue Master as like a reference, but I don't know if the Bachelors or Joel Schumacher or Kiva Goldsman know about Clue Master. Only reason I know about him is from the 2004 The Batman TV show, because he's in like one episode of that. This used to be my favorite scene as a kid, I remember, for reasons. Imagine, imagine the lady on the bad side just gives him a joint and he's just smoking doobies. Ugh. I'd rather eat the freaking Drew Barrymore shit than the other stuff. Nice cane work. I like this Riddler outfit. Harry, did you put your name in the Goblet of Fire? That's what that reminds me of. Tommy Lee Jones probably enjoyed this. since he apparently was not a fan of Jim Carrey on set. Harvey just pulls the trigger. Shut the fuck up! They look like they're about to kiss. I just probably started like 12 fan fictions about Harvey and Riddler. That probably already exists, actually. I'm not gonna search for it. And there's the improved blender with styrofoam inside of it. Pulling the B-Taz, like with the B-Taz poster where he puts the cape over his mouth. Thought he was gonna shoot Riddler. Looks like a female pleasuring device there, Nigma. You might want to rethink the design on that a little bit. Or it could just be because I have a dirty mind. That's probably what it is, actually. Does anybody else feel like a fried egg? Like you said, Harvey, you have a serious impulse control problem. You might want to get that looked at. Oh, God. Laundry foo. I thought this was so cool when I was a kid. Now it's corny. Like, it's fun, but it's really corny. I just thought it was, like, way cooler when I was a kid. Alfred's like, what in the Kentucky Fried Fuck did I just see? Excelsior. Marvel reference, I guess. I mean, that's probably a word outside of Marvel, but I feel like most people only know it because Stan Lee says it. Ow! Michael Jackson ass. Ow! Guy with the most badass name ever. Kenneth Frequency. Go forth not back to protect our king from a foe's attack. A pawn? Yeah. I'm surprised I got that, because I don't play chess. Probably just like residual memories from the last time I watched this. Yeah, I didn't understand what was going on here until I listened to, again, shout out to Superhero Stuff You Should Know, great podcast, until I listened to their coverage on it and I heard Ben talking about how he was modeling himself more after Bruce Wayne. And that's a really cool thing once you realize it. Like, that's a really cool element of the movie. The dog. Foreshadowing the 2010s and 2020s. TV's bad for your brain, all that stuff. Claw Island. Pretty cool looking place, actually. I would live there, like, unironically. I've also said this to Ben before. I would so buy that jacket. Like, if I could find this Riddler jacket somewhere, I would so buy it. Oh, my quality on Max just dropped to like 2 pixels. Holy crap. Oh my gosh. Holy shit, dude. Bro got hops. Badass. That was very cool. I like that scene. That sounds like the same intruder alert noise from The Incredibles. It could just. It could be different, and that's just my brain trying to trick me. But it sounds similar, at least to me right now it does. Dick's like, oh, fuck. Damn, angry Alfred's kind of scary. Well, damn, way to lighten the mood, Bruce. Seal starts playing. No, I'm just kidding. Her accent kind of slipped there. Because, yeah, I did not know Nicole Kidman was Australian until very recently. Like, all throughout my childhood, I just thought Nicole Kidman was American. And then I recently discovered she's Australian. I think it was from those frickin' AMC ads. Can you read my mind? I've been saying that all day for some reason, even though it's been forever since I have seen Superman 78. I don't think I've seen Superman the movie since I was like 9. And for reference, I'm 21 now. So, yeah, it's been a long time. Damn, way to be a cockblock, Alfred. He boosted the Jag. Yeah, annoyed Alfred, angry Alfred, kind of scary. Of course, he's using the hydraulics on the damn Batmobile. To be fair, I would do the same thing. Oh my. What the hell was that? Oh, there are prostitutes in this movie? Very clearly did not notice that when I was a kid. Automat? What the hell's an automat? Is it like a laundromat, but for cars? Car wash? Auto mechanic? Oh, wait. Guys, I just realized something. The collar on the jacket is a Nightwing reference because of the original Nightwing suit with the disco collar. I'm Batman. So I forgot my suit, alright? But yeah, I just picked up on that detail just now that, like, I think the collar on his jacket being popped up like that is a reference to the original Wolfman Perez Nightwing suit from the Judas Contract. That might not be what it's a reference to, and it was just that stupid thing from the 90s of like, oh, only cool guys pop up the collars on their jackets. But I like to look at it as a Disco Wing reference, because I like Disco Wing. It's like the museum level in Arkham City, where they're all just surrounding you in a big ass circle. Oh, that's awesome. That's freaking cool. That's freaking awesome that they all see him on the rooftop and get scared shitless. And that cape movement was pretty smooth, too. That's not healthy, Dick. I think you need to go see Dr. Burton in Arkham Asylum. I like this Batcave. This Batcave is kind of cool. I think they change it for Batman and Robin, though, which kind of sucks, but it's whatever. I love this scene. It's the first Batman movie to establish the no-kill rule. He was killed by a maniac. Yes, they were. That's probably the best 89 reference in this movie. I always like the thing from the comics, and they kind of cover it in Young Justice as well, which is my favorite DC Comics animated show. But I always like the thing in the comics where it's like he takes in Dick and lets him be Robin so that Dick doesn't turn out how Bruce did. I always thought that was a cool detail. Ritz Gotham. This is a cracker factory? Like, get it? Like Ritz crackers? No? Okay. Oh my gosh. Her Gossip Gertie's reaction to Bruce Wayne was hilarious. Oh my god! Kinky. They're AI generated. I mean, they kinda are. He kinda gives off like a Kevin Conroy vibe with his voice in this. I like that about his Bruce Wayne. It kinda sounds like early Kevin Conroy. To me, anyway. Or it gives off that vibe. Granny's peach tea is how you turn the machine off. That's a reference to something that, at time of recording and releasing, definitely is not out yet, but you guys will get that. I mean, you get that joke if you've seen Batman vs. Superman. I just wanted an excuse to promote, the Batman vs. Superman commentary we might do with me, Alex, and Ben. Recognized. Batman 02. Sorry, any opportunity I get, I have to make a Young Justice reference. Part of the job. This is a really cool shot, especially for like 1995. I mean, to be fair, Toy Story came out the same year, but still, pretty cool. That is a comically large revolver. Wait, that's not even a revolver. No, it is. No, it's not. That's not how this is supposed to go! No, 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 no! Riddler is reciting memes like 30 years, 20 years ahead of time. Does he seriously jump out of the fucking window to become Batman? Oh no, he zip lines down. Okay. Well, thank God for that ladder. Edward, you're not doing a very good job at covering up the fact that you're the Riddler. You're just openly cavorting with Two-Face. Oh my gosh. It's Batman! Now either you like making an entrance or you're a fan of pulling glass out of your shorts. Your entrance was good, his was better. I think they used this same cowl for Batman and Robin. Oh, I like how they both coordinated that. Buckingham Palace, what? Oh, I guess because he was MI6, had something to do with, the Queen. Well, damn, Chase. Someone's horny. But I like how they both, like, coordinated the emergency Alfred with him, like, beforehand. That was a really cool parallel. The lightest wooden boards ever. Into the abyss. Whoa. Holy shit. Nice. Nice shot. I actually like that. Reminds me of the one shot from the Batman where he like jumps down the building after Catwoman, I think. Or it might have been towards one of the ending scenes. Kind of gave off that same vibe. Probably almost suffocated in there. You're fucked now, Harvey. That shot of him running through the fire was pretty awesome. And here we go. He kind of looked like Keaton in that shot to me. Maybe that was just me. Batboy, Nightwing. How about Dick Grayson, college student? Hang this next to the batsuit, where it belongs. Damn, Kilmer is tall. Okay, that's kind of creepy. Keep your pants on, Bruce. Alfred just goes, "What the fuck, Master Bruce?" Imagine if they kept this scene in where it like cuts to them post fucking and it's just Batman with the cowl on. Why am I hearing Seal play in my head? I think this is the only Batman movie other than The Batman where he kisses someone in the bat suit. Correct me if I'm wrong on that as well, audience, because it's been a long time since I've seen the Dark Knight movies. An anatomically correct rubber suit. That's the next movie. Little do you know, Chase. Somebody make an edit and send it to Tismo Talks Pod. Me when my mom says we can get McDonald's Batman Forever toys. Or glass cups, I guess. Somebody make an edit of that scene with Seal Kiss from a Rose playing over it and send it to tismotalkspodcast@gmail.com. I would love to see that. I will shout you out on the show and everything. I've got bats in my belfry. Sorry. Any chance I can take to reference the Batman 2004, I will take. Oh. The scariest thing to me in the original cut of this movie was that giant bat. There was more depth with this in some of the original script drafts for Batman Forever, but like I said, they cut a lot of stuff for the theatrical release. Sorry I haven't been talking much. I'm just kind of absorbed in the movie right now. The mouth on that pumpkin looks like a bat. Not being very nonchalant about your nightly activities, Bruce. I like that. The shot of the different bat suits. Are those like the actual suits from Returns in '89? Probably not, right? Be fucking awesome if they were, but I don't think that's the case. So, oh no. Did he just say, or you'll be sick in your beds? My volume is turned down kind of low because it's almost midnight at the time I'm recording this. But you know, I'm used to this. I stay up later than this normally. I have like Batman's sleep schedule. Probably not actually. Voice crack. Probably not actually Batman's sleep schedule. I forgot they did that. Talk about them kissing earlier, my lord. They pretty much almost did. I cannot read a word of what that says. I am not good at reading cursive. Which is why I'm glad they released that, I forget what it's called, but it's like a DC scripted podcast, audio drama, basically, of the Batman Year One comic book. I'm glad they did that, because I have a hard time, like, actually reading that comic. Dude, yeah, this thing terrifies me. Like, look up the Batman Forever on YouTube if you've never seen it. Look up the Batman Forever deleted scene where he confronts the Bat. Even at 21 years old, that scares the ever loving shit out of me. Every time I even see a picture of it, I have to turn away because it's really creepy looking. Bruce, there are children that are gonna watch through that door. Don't be fucking in the living room. You already did that with Vicky. Wait, did she just have a Mary Jane moment? Surprise, bitch. Poor Alfred. And again, more examples of Riddler having cool shit. I would actually use that bag he's wearing. I would unironically buy that. That'd be fucking awesome to own that. I wonder if that does actually exist. I'm gonna look that up. What did you just say, Enigma? Did you just say spank me? I'm not seeing the Riddler bag, but man, I am seeing some cool ass. Oh, I found it. I found like that exact. Oh wait, no, that's a mini bag. Never mind. I'm not seeing the exact Riddler bag that he has in this movie, but I'm seeing a bunch of cool ass Batman Forever backpacks. I might have to look into getting a couple of these. Just air humps. The baseball music. That's pretty funny. I wish they kept the scene where he references the Joker, where he's like, "It's gonna be a hot time in the old town tonight." Wait, who used to say that? Somebody used to say that. That was a funny moment in one of the original scripts for Batman Forever. I wish they would have kept it in, but I mean, we've had a good amount of 89 references, so I'm not too pissed that that particular one got cut. Joygasm. I need to have that as my text message tone when people text me. If you can even still do that on iPhone. I'm not sure if you can. I'll have to download Zedge again and figure out how to do that. I remember when I was a child, I thought that Bruce Wayne actually just got shot in the fucking head right there. I don't want this podcast episode to just be a freaking praising Jim Carrey episode, but it damn near might be. He has monogrammed pillows. The cave. What cave? Man, it's such a shame that they cut that whole plot from Batman Forever. Again, if you guys don't know about that, I'll leave a link in the description and the show notes to the superhero stuff you should know Batman Forever episode. Batman, you say? That is literally the Grinch voice. I didn't realize that till just now. That's literally the Grinch. That's awesome. Enigma. Edward Nigma. Edward Ligma. First movie where Batman is sort of a detective. Tonight's a good night. Oh, the best suit in any 90s Batman movie. This is my favorite bat suit. And of course, the ass shot. You gotta have the bat ass. How about both? No, wait, I'm too early. I always am. Why not both? Badass. I like how he has the R on the mask, too. Fucking sick. Here we go. It's like the best part of the whole movie right here. This whole, from now until the end of the movie, is the best. Nice little 89 reference with it flying over the moon. And here's the gif I use on my mom all the time over text. And I'm pretty sure she is annoyed by it, but I use it every time. I use the thumbs up and the bat smile. Sometimes I'll change it up and I'll use the one shot from, I think it's Be a Clown, the animated series episode, where he gives the little kid the thumbs up. At least there's no big riddle in this final fight. I only know about that from a Super Gaming Bros video on YouTube where they played the Batman Forever game on Sega Genesis. I tried to play that game, but that game is ass. Bonus, like an arcade button. I got him! A really dark joke just popped into my head, but I'm not going to say it because it's really fucked up. They fire upon this deep dive Batman. Or I guess Manta Ray Batman. I kind of want to get some of those like old school Kenner Batman Forever figures. I might get the Spin Master ones that just came out, but I don't go to Target all that often. I might have to just for the Batman Forever figures though. Oh, here we go. My favorite quote in the whole movie. Not this. My favorite quote comes from Robin. Holy rusted metal, Batman! Holy. Oh. That's my favorite bit in the whole movie. I love that. Epic fail. Way to go, Rex. Whoa, I forgot about that shot. I'm surprised his arm can move that far in the suit. Dude, imagine this suit were like majority gray. Oh my gosh. Like majority gray with black highlights, like your typical comic book bat suit. It would just look so much cooler. I mean, it already looks cool as is, and I'm happy with the way this suit looks in the movie. It's awesome. But I would love to see that suit in like gray and black or gray and blue. Ow. Nobody wins with a headbutt. Oh, that is my favorite. That's like my favorite single frame from this movie. I need to make that my desktop wallpaper. I'll do that after. He just pulls a Batman Vengeance, like stabs Robin or something, because, oh, well, I was close. Holy Batman Beyond. Honestly, I wouldn't mind having that as my bedroom. Riddle me that. Who's afraid of the big black bat? Thought he said you've been fucking all of Gotham's brains for a second. That was a lot funnier at first. Oh my god. Oh my god. That was pretty funny. Wait, Saturday morning cartoons? You mean like Batman the Animated Series? Like the best one? Wait, no, I don't think Batman the Animated Series was Saturday morning. I don't know. I wasn't alive at that time. That's what you think, bitch. I see you without seeing. To me, darkness is as clear as day. What am I? Exactly. And thus, the remote control Batarang from Batman Arkham Asylum was born. I almost said Arkham City for a second, but technically it starts in Arkham Asylum. I just played City first. Nice. Holy shit, you could see like her entire ass just there. I was not actively looking at that on purpose. I just happened to notice it out of the corner of my eye. Speaking of Batman Vengeance, it's like the falling minigames where you have to chase after the Joker when he falls off the bridge. And as Ben points out in the Batman 3 audio drama, it's just like when his father used to catch him in circus performances. Very nice parallel that I didn't notice until I listened to the Batman 3 audio drama. We don't argue with the coin. But you haven't. You clearly just fucking revealed his secret identity. And thus, the ambiguity of whether or not Two-Face actually survived. Damn, I forgot he looked like this at the end. Bruce Wayne and Batman. Not because I have to be. No, because I choose to be. Batman is such a badass in this movie. No wonder I became a Batman fan at such an early age from watching this. Oh, and he sees the giant bat. I was gonna say, please don't get too close to the camera. That was getting, like, dangerously close. Whoa, wait! That looks exactly like the Lego Batman 2 Arkham Asylum. Or Lego Batman 1, I mean, excuse me. Rene Auberjonois playing Dr. Tim Burton. No, I'm kidding. Well, his name is Dr. Burton, but they don't say his first name. I don't remember her knowing at the end. Wow, I guess I've just forgotten that detail every time I've watched this or listened to something about it. God damn. Alfred's just like, hell yeah. Like their husband and wife. That's kind of cute. Oh, it doesn't have my favorite line. Well, my other favorite line from, like, the script. But this is still kind of cool. Does it ever end, Alfred? No, miss. Not in this lifetime. And cue Kiss from a Rose. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, so, yeah, that was Batman Forever. My commentary on the episode as a tribute to Val Kilmer. What the hell is this song? This is weird. Kind of vibe with it, though. Anyway, so yeah, thank you for listening to another episode of Tismo Talks, a comic book podcast. You can find me on Instagram at Chaku Milk. You can also hear me on Flashbacks, a Flash Rewatch podcast. I join Alex and Will to talk about the CW Flash TV show. You can also hear me in various voice acting projects, like that of the stuff on the Minnow Bricks YouTube channel, where I have played Robin, Nightwing, and Spider-Man. I'm doing voice acting for the Arkham tapes. I can't exactly say what it is publicly. I've commented on that channel, so me being a voice actor on the Arkham tapes is out there. If you don't know what the Arkham tapes is, it's an analog horror, sort of found footage type of horror Batman series. That's gonna be fun. Oh, you can also catch me on my gaming channel, Zurd Games, ZURDD Games. I play literally any superhero game or just whatever games I feel like playing. So, yeah, thank you for listening. I hope you have a great rest of your night, and I will see you later.